hello. I've come to see whether it's safe to dance. Or may become clear or not, depending on how vague I feel. Anyway, as I said, we're going to find out if it's safe to dance today. So yeah, I was watching a video on of a song I used to like from the 80s. I don't know why, it somehow came into my mind. I really like it. And I was watching the video and I thought, I know that place. And then I watched it again and I kept pausing it and just thinking, I know that place, I really know that place. And sure enough, bloody did, didn't I? I'm actually connected to the place, of course. This channel's not called A Coincidental Life for nothing. For many nothings it may be, but not nothing. Someone's got a house here, but we are going to a village. Look at these oak leaves turning. So I thought I'd go and have a wander around and see if I can work out where the thing was shot from. One particular view I did notice was a view of a wooded valley, and you've probably already seen that in a few videos. So but you may have seen it from another way. So. I like these working out things. My investigative powers are actually, well, gotta say that they do amaze me sometimes. You know, I know of a bus that belonged to two people that weren't really connected in any way. And just through looking at pictures of old buses, I found them. I'm filming this because it looks familiar. I'm just wondering what they could do in 1983 with video. But this looks like the field they were walking down in, because then there'd be a valley, but maybe it's just because there's a few around here and they're all similar. Yep, another hidden village. Yeah, the crows going. Oh, they're crazy, aren't they? Make I laugh, that he does. Make I laugh. Lovely rose hips. Now that's a field. Now, how many people could you plant veg in here and feed? Yeah. Can't argue with it. And how many cows will that feed? And how many people will the cows feed? Yeah. But I see one of the places. Okay, well the camera cut out there. But here's one of the scenes from there. You can see it in the distance on the top of the hill, that house there. I think that might be Latimer Manor. And down in there, that's obviously the scene where the Morris men were doing all the dancing. That's in there, isn't it? But yeah, it's funny. The Morris men that are doing all the dancing in the song. I knew that group of Morris men. I wasn't a Morris man. They tried to get me to join, but it wasn't quite mine. I quite like the blackface. Yeah, I did used to wander around with bells. You know, bells in my hair, bells on my jacket. Me and my friend, we used to wander around. We used to regularly take mushrooms on a Saturday, or drop some acid, and we were known as Jingle and Jangle because people would hear us long before they could see us. Funny. There you go, it's a better shot of the place. And the delicate sound of horses' hooves. It's quite clear now, isn't it? You can see the building on the top as well. Also familiar. Of course, if you haven't seen the video, then it won't mean anything to you. And if I've edited that bit out and it's in another video, I'm so sorry. Who wants to watch 3 hours of me walking? Yeah, okay, a few people might, but so yeah, I was if I tell you the story. Oh, there's where the path goes down. Right, so some of that will be familiar. It's looking like this video is going to be edited backwards. Oh well, I've got to show you this because there's some beautiful bits here. Look at that through there. The tree I'm looking at. And then you get this nice archway to the stile and the footpath, which at least I know where it is. Down there, I don't know where it heads for though. Oh, down in that corner. That's it. Well, I think actually it's time for my lunch, isn't it? So I'm guessing some of the scenes were shot from up here. And actually I may have lunch and I may swap to my other camera selfie stick. The sound of twin machines. Sorry about that, but it's been quiet for the last 3 hours. Anyway, welcome. You know, there are songs that you just love, even though you may not particularly like the rest of the material that band has done. An example would be, for many people, the King Missile song Detachable Penis. Brilliant song. Honestly, it's as funny as it sounds. I must admit I haven't listened to the rest of their stuff, but I particularly like the Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. I think that's who it is. So I was watching the video and I said to myself, I know where that is. And sure enough, I do. So I thought I'd come along and see if it's safe to dance. And you know what? It is. See, it's put a smile on my face too. So I can't dance with this on the back. So what I've done is I had a look at the map and I kind of worked out where it was filmed just by reading the contours, which you can't do on Google, can you? I read the contours and the roads and I kind of worked out where it was, and I kind of worked out where it was filmed from. Got it spot on so far. Because what did it for me was, I mean, I felt it. I was watching the video and I thought, wow, I know that place. That feels like here, you know. So, and then there was a shot of the woods and the valley, and I went, oh, I know that shot. That's in some of my videos. Maybe from a slightly different angle, but you recognise things on videos. That's why I'm very good. So I've got another coincidental story to tell you about that. If I can figure out how to do it without incriminating anybody. As Judas Priest said, well, they were being taken to court for subliminal backwards messaging. And Rob Halford said, you know what? He said, it's actually a really liberating feeling being in court and knowing that you haven't done anything wrong. And you have to question the mental state of people who are listening to records backwards, don't you? Really. Anyway, I blame the Beatles personally. Anyway, ooh, it's a lovely oak here. Ooh, a gasping oak. Look at that. Wow, that's nice up there. That's the sort of place you could sit up, isn't it? Wow. Anyway, so I'm now trying to head to the church which you see in the video. Whether I'll get there, I don't know. But I'm going to come back this way. Yeah, some lovely oaks here. I'm filming this while being on another walk. but I just film so much because it's just beautiful, and I'm really happy to be documenting this. I don't know how well the picture is, but it's quite strange because when the camera's angled one way, you can see the colour, you know, it's reasonably clear, and then when you angle it slightly another way, it all goes dark. And I've adjusted the settings. I think I've got it, yeah, I put it on manual and I've got it so it was a bit light, and then I started filming, then I went into a dark shady bit and it was rubbish, so I went back to the original setting. Anyway, yeah, so I had a bit of a research on the video, and it turns out that the Morris men who are dancing in the courtyard of that place are friends of mine, or were, some of them were, and I ended up working for some of them, doing their gardens, and being hassled to join. It's quite nice being hassled to join, but I'm more of a blackface Morris than anything else. And yeah, so I thought, oh wow, that's even more strangely coincidental, isn't it? And not only that, I'm associated with this place through one of my jobs, which is why I'm trying to get to the church. But it's quite hard to find the history because it's not necessarily the church I'm after. Unless, can you have bishops of a church? I don't know. But so it did make me wonder when I found out that my show garden that I've been working and helping look after, and growing trees and planting woods and stuff, is associated with here, because the bishop and his henchmen were both burnt at the stake. Oh, and I found the church. Wow. Ooh. I wasn't expecting to get chills. I wasn't expecting to get chills. No, I'm not looking at the time. Well, my hairs have stood on end. Well, that's strange. You don't think me and the bloke who were looking after the place were those people, do you? I mean, it is kind of dedicated to them. Yeah, I am unrepentant pagan, as it goes. That's strange. Well, there you go. That's caught on camera. Okay. Rickety fence there. Well, I'm a fan of churchyards. Look at this yew. There's always one, or there should be. Look at this one. Wow, how old's that then? Got an elder by the side of it. That's quite a magnificent specimen, isn't it? Look at that. Wow, and look up there. Oh my God. Sorry, I mean my goddess and horn lord. it's lovely. Yeah, I thought it was a female one. I think it's a female. Wow. And there's a lime here, which is another. Yews are known for their symbology to immortality, as are limes, like this one here. Wow. Wow. Fed by grass trimmings. Hello. It's a real horsey place. Oh yeah, you can smell the grass. Oh, young ones. Look. Wow. I don't know if I said on this video, hello. Nice to meet you. Oh, there's the wood. Oh, I know. Have I been looking at those trees? Oh. Well, I recognise the wood over there. I should do, shouldn't I? I mean, I haven't seen it from this angle, but I recognise it. Hello. Munching away. But look at this lime. This is hundreds of years old too. And you know, if I was associated with this place, then I knew these trees when they were smaller. See, even just saying that has made my hair stand on end. Sadly, this one's... Yes, that is... I recognise that corner there, that's where we looked out of the wood. But look at this, this is dying. That's a... Yeah, nature's drum. Wow, it's gorgeous in there though. Luckily, it's been pollarded, so it's not likely to fall and do any damage to anything. It's funny, I've been at that corner and looked over this way, and I recognised it. Isn't that funny? Don't you think? Wow. Now here you can see what a cornice leaf looks like. See how the veins, they go out towards the edge and then curl towards the tip. That's how you can tell a dogwood. And here, look at that. That's a dogwood leaf quim if ever I saw one. We can dance, and everyone look at your pants. Well, that was amazing. I've got some weird connection with horses that I didn't know I had. You know, sometimes you can accidentally find a skill that you didn't know you even had. I just go, those horses are there, they're lovely. Not just those two, but the other ones I met. Every single one of them is staring at me. They're obviously really well looked after. Like really well looked after. There's something about them. So, wow. I've had such a magical morning. Yeah, that was spooky in the church. Oh, churchyard. You don't find me in a church. Who knows? Was I? Was that me? Is that why I work at the place I work at? Is that why it's a show garden? Is that why it's given me the house where I live, even though the laws that apply to it are from medieval times? Yeah. Yeah, really, they go back that far. None of the modern laws apply to me. None at all. And human rights laws can easily be got round. It's quite strange living somewhere where you have no rights. Especially in this day and age, because people don't get it. But it's because someone, obviously a rich landowner, paid someone lots of money, bribe, to write a report, false report, basically saying that anyone who was down on their luck and lived in one of the houses provided for the poor should have no rights. Life's shit enough if you're poor without having no rights. So of course, even with human rights, that it's, you know, they can be got round. Someone just invents a reason, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to go into details about that, but I do wonder, you know, I wasn't expecting to have my hair stand on end for that. You see that oak behind? There's another one coming up in a minute. Like, you know, I don't walk into churchyards and get my hair stand on end unless there's something special about them. It's funny, isn't it? You know, I don't know. Like, what are the chances of being reincarnated and then being in the same place? Yeah, the world's big, really, relatively, when you think about it. You know, another 100 miles. I mean, you know, if you're 100 miles from where you were born every time you reincarnate, you're going to be in different... Yeah, see what I mean? I'm sure you deep thinkers have thought about it. And anyone who isn't a deep thinker, I bet you're probably going to think about it now. So, well, that ends the tour of the church and another instalment that I didn't know was going to be an instalment of A Coincidental Life. Now, these are quite big hazels, these are. I suspect they may be coppiced at some point. And sorry for the rural farming noise. But yeah, I've no idea where I last stopped, because since I said the last bit, or filmed the last bit of this video, I've been and done another video and parts of some other videos. Yeah, I can't, you know, it's how I work. It's like, if you're there, do it, do it. You may never get another chance. If you see that thing you want, get it. Unless you haven't got the money. But, you know, if you see that thing you want and you've got the money, get it, because you may never get another chance, and they may not make them ever again. That's what I've learned. Oh yeah, I've done this shot, haven't I? That's a nice shot there. That vista is great. I want to see more people dancing. Yeah. I'll tell you a story, seeing as this is a film about dancing, and I think I may have said this in another video, but I back when I was about well, 19. Yeah, I was 19. I used to work in the lab, in the laboratory, where we did the first designs of various transformers, the sort that make power packs. And this new bloke joined. I turned up late, as I normally do. The last minute of clock in, that was me. Well, you know, if you're going to make rules, expect them to be bent or used to the nth degree. And yeah, so I got in there, and there was a new bloke starting, and he was being introduced to everyone. And I came in, and the bloke goes, "Oh, and this is Mark." And the bloke went, "I know you. You're always dancing. You're always on the dance floor at the discos in our local village. And you're always dancing on your own. You're always the first one there." I'm like, yeah, that's me. Because they play a song, I go, "Oh yeah, they must play a song," go, "Oh, this will get them dancing." Or if it won't get them dancing, it'll get him dancing. But I've no idea. I never took any notes of who was doing the disco. I just used to go there and dance. Plus I wasn't really here till I was at some point in my 30s. Yeah, really. And well, is this the shot? Don't quite know if it is or not, but you can see there on the hill, those buildings there. And then if we come down to here, there's the complex where the Morris men were, and all the medieval scene was of some kind. That's what it looked like to me. That's where all that was filmed. Probably from the other side, looking at it. You know, the buildings on this side were filmed up the slopes there. From up the slopes there. But that's the place. So I'd best find my dwarf friend and head on out of here. See you later. Thanks for watching. See you later. Ta-ra.